Merry Christmas, and I hope everyone's having a really festive and wonderful time, especially in this current climate. I'm not going to say any more than that, but I hope that everyone has had a good 2021 that was better than 2020, and hopefully 2022 brings better news. But I do wish everyone a very, very Merry Christmas and hopefully a very Happy New Year, and that everyone celebrates it with their loved ones or can celebrate it with their loved ones. So what are we doing today? Today is something really, it's a very quick recipe today. We're not doing anything like extravagant. We're not going to do anything technical. I fancy, now I don't know how you guys have your Christmas meals or what you have in your, what is your classified Christmas meals other than, you know, the normal like atypical Christmas dinner, you know, your turkey, your gammon, your roasted veg, and your roast potatoes, and you know, bread sauce, all that, right? But you know what I really look forward to? I really look forward to the starters, you know, the little like Christmas like kind of like one biters. I don't know how you do it, but sometimes on New Year's Eve or Boxing Day, depending on who is catering, we always have a day where we just watch movies and we just have little bites of things like small quiches, small pies, you know, Chinese bites and selection boxes, festive selection boxes. Well, today I kind of fancy making that really. We're going to be making Vietnamese Christmas bites. Now, I've got one today, but you can make 2 versions out of this one. I thought it would be really nice to do like a stuffed phyllo pastry with a Vietnamese meatball or stuffing. It's very similar to like similar ingredients to like a spring roll, but actually just constructing kind of pastry stuffed with Vietnamese like minced meat and lemongrass, garlic, ginger. We're gonna put in loads of traditional Vietnamese ingredients into it, but I thought this would be really fun for us and kind of really easy. So let's start it off with the ingredients. Now this is up to you. You can use chicken mince, pork mince, in fact even red meat mince. I've decided to do a chicken mince. If you can't locally source chicken mince, what you do is just get a chicken breast or a chicken thigh meat, and you basically blend it in a machine and it minces up really well. It's really lean. If you want something fattier, go for a pork and meat. I am actually going for a hybrid, I think, in this one, because I made 2 batches basically. This one's a hybrid, I believe, and it's basically half pork, half chicken, because I love the flavour of the two and it goes so well with all the condiments and all the spices. I got a chunk of ginger. This is the old ginger. Use a teaspoon to scrape off the skin. I got 2 big chunky garlics, lemongrass, and then sesame oil, fish sauce, our very own in-house Boat People chili oil, which has just gone live and this product's just recently released. So please do go check it out on my website down below. All the ingredients and all the things that you need to know about it is on my website. But also go get the product. It's such a great size, like a stocking present. It's such a great gift as well, especially for food lovers. It's not too spicy. It's not like, it's spicy enough to give you a kick, but it's more flavorful. I have put in loads of spices in this, loads of lemongrass, loads of garlic, loads of onions. A lot goes into this. It's a very powerful, potent chili oil, but it's not too chilly, so dip it in everything. Of course, our bottle of Boat People sauce, you can't go wrong with it. Anyone says bad things about it, throw this in their face. They'll love it. Dip it with everything. And I think this year I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna dip it with all the Christmas bites out of the package. This just came out of the fridge, so it's a bit condensated and wet, but yeah, this is almost gone. And I've refilled this bottle so many times now. The family love it. We have it with our salads, with our roasted meats and stuff like that. Such a delicious sauce. So yeah, go check it out. All the ingredients will be listed down below, and all the links to my website for both of my products, the Vietnamese dipping sauce and the chili oil, will be down below as well. And if you and any of the ingredients that I've used today will be down below. Of course, the recipe would also be listed down below, just so that if I've missed anything or I didn't like explain it well enough, it will be all down below. So yeah, let's get cracking. Oh, final one. I almost forgot about this. Snap. It doesn't matter which pastry, I got the wrong pastry. It doesn't matter which pastry you use. I've decided to go for phyllo because nothing is more satisfying than having such a crisp but light layer pastry, especially on a very well flavored like meat, like condiment meat kind of mixture. Here we've got fish sauce, we've got chili oil, we've got lemongrass, we've got ginger, garlic, blah blah blah. We don't want to miss the flavors, and I didn't want something heavy pastry wise, so I've gone for phyllo pastry, you know, the typical just roll kind of ones. These you can get anywhere, and they're really great, they're really versatile. You keep it in your fridge, and like such a quick like way of making, like it's such a quick thing to take out of your fridge, use it whenever you want, stuff it with ricotta, spinach, feta, tomato, anything you want. But today we're going to be doing Vietnamese Christmas bites. So begin by making the mince, or the stuffing of the pastry. Before I filmed this video, I went ahead and minced my chicken meat and my pork meat together. I thought it would be really nice to have something fatty and a little bit lean as well, so that's not too dry. But if you didn't have either or, you only have one thing, just use one thing. You obviously can use minced meat or pre-minced meat as well. So start with making your sort of condiments that would be combined in the meat. Very dependent on how you prefer doing it. I love adding ginger, garlic, lemongrass to make that extra Vietnamese pronounced flavor. I went ahead and also added a tablespoon of sesame oil, a tablespoon of fish sauce. I also added a teaspoon of my own chili oil, just to add some heat and add a bit of like fat, just for combining sake. And then I blended all those together before adding it to the meat. It's a really quick, like thorough mix. Obviously don't over mix, because what you don't want to do is to make the meat too broken down. I find that if you break it down too much, it can become quite hard and rigid. A quick mix over it. You can tell that the lemongrass won't break down thoroughly, but that's a very common like aspect of lemongrass. It won't break down because it's so fibrous. So break it down enough so that you can like amalgamate with the mince without it being separated. Should turn out to be something lovely like this, nice and orangey, and if you smell it, it's so fragrant. I can smell the lemongrass, I can even smell the chili oil, which is so delicious. And then once you've done that, put that to the side, and we can start laying out the phyllo pastry and start wrapping up. Now this is up to you. Now, you don't have, there is no rule of how you want to like wrap this meat parcel. There's, I mean, my probably advice would be have enough so that you can make it of like a certain shape. So whether you're going to do it like dim sum style, whether you're going to do it wonton style, whether you're just going to do it like shapes or raviolis, it's really up to you. I think I'm going to try doing different shapes, just so, because it's Christmas, right? It's like, have fun with it. But if you struggle with making shapes and stuff like that, then like go for a typical like parcel, like a triangular parcel. If you have issues with sticking things down, use a bit of milk or use a bit of egg wash. I'm going to use egg wash. Paint it so that you use it as a glue, and you can make it like a samosa triangle shape, or go and do whatever you want really with it. There's no rules to making parcels. Just make sure that all sides are like sealed so that it doesn't leak, and obviously you don't want the meat to burst out. But that's it really. This meat smells so delicious right now. If you have excess meat at the end and you finish all your phyllo pastry, make it into round small balls, put a toothpick inside into it, dip it into the Vietnamese dipping sauce. Can't go wrong really. So once you roll them like I have done here, I got about 40, I've yielded 14 out of these, but these are like big boy, like big bites. Like this is the size of like a very atypical spring roll. Make sure you, once you finish, especially if you're using phyllo pastry, and you can also apply this to any other pastries, you can use warmed or melted butter and wipe or whitewash basically the top of the pastry so that it crisps up. So once you finish wrapping the mince meat with the pastry, regardless which one you use, if it's phyllo or puff pastry, once you're done, let that set aside. Heat up the oven for 180 degrees. Once it's hot, put it in for 10 to 15 minutes. Basically what you essentially want is golden brown, crispy outside, and don't be careful to not obviously undercook the meat, but basically, why am I saying basically so much? Basically, it's Christmas and I'm getting really excited, so can't help it. If it takes a little bit longer, you can always drop the heat so that the pastry doesn't burn but the meat cooks inside. Take one out, test it just so that the meat inside is not raw. It should be. These are really tiny and should have quite a quick cooking time. Anyway, I'm gonna put these into the oven and then we can enjoy them. There we have it. We have our Vietnamese little bites, Christmas bites, and they are sure to be so delicious. I have tried one, yes I do, because I had to make sure that it's all perfect and it's cooked inside. I was a little like an idiot, but here we are. I cut this in half, so it's a 2-bite actually. But you know, more the merrier. And dipping it into the Vietnamese dipping sauce, I don't know if you can see. Yeah. Dipping in the dipping sauce. Oh, so delicious, hands down. Like, it reminds me of like Vietnamese barbecue as well, especially with the lemongrass, the fiery ginger, the chili oil. The chili oil really kicks at the back of your throat. Try it out for Christmas. It's so easy. Get some pre-made filo pastry. Get some like mincemeat, pork, chicken. If it's something leaner, go for turkey. But anything, mix it with some garlic, ginger, lemongrass, fish sauce, a little bit of sesame oil, sugar, black pepper, seasoning, and chili oil. Amazing. It's a very merry Christmas in my mouth right now. It's so delicious. Can't explain to you. You guys just have to try it. And all my products like the chili oil and the Vietnamese dipping sauce are in the links down below. So do check them out as well. Grab it for a Christmas present, grab it for a stocking filler. They're such like, I promise you, like I use really good ingredients in them. And the number of people who come back and say they're really happy with it. I've had loads of people who bought it for a second time or even a third purchase. And they all rant and rave about it. I think they couldn't be happier. We've just started in like less than 6 months, 5 months I think, 5 to 6 months. And we've done so well so far. I really want to finish this year strong. So please do check the ingredients out and the recipes down below. As I said, all the links to any ingredients that you can't normally get in the supermarket will be in the description down below. And yeah, I hope you guys have a really Merry Christmas and a really wonderful Happy New Year. I hope all your wishes do come true and things does happen for the better for 2022. We haven't had the best last 2 years, but hopefully next year will be better. And definitely try this out. Tag me in if you're doing this recipe. I really want to see people doing it. It's so delicious, so easy. It took me 20 minutes and another 10-20 minutes into the oven. So enjoy. Cảm ơn các bạn.